and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it.
The NFL is on EA Sports as we come to you from Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Carolina Panthers and the Los Angeles Chargers. Gano out to kick this one away. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 16. Newton to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, but it's going to be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play there for Carolina. 53 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field.
Good.
Out of the gun, Newton. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, 31 yards. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time, but now it's 3rd down. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Rivers. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 37.
And there's an example of not taking your practice work, your drill work, and turning it into game speed. You work on that all the time. 3rd and long, You want to let them make the catch, rally to the football, tackle them short of the sticks. The pursuit there, not that great.
Yeah, not great. That may be an understatement. That turned into a big play. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
190. Here we go.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down.
I'm here all day.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
After the made field goal, Badgley back out there for the kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the left.
There he goes, left side. The 30. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. A big play there from McCaffrey. 75 yards. And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So put 3 on the board, but from that far into enemy territory, probably hoping for more.
Yeah, I think they're going to get together on the sideline and talk about it, right? Because you get that far, that deep, you want to come away with a touchdown. They'll take the 3, but they're going to file it away for the future.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
That throw into the arms of Allen. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
On first down, it's Gordon, and he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From just shy of midfield, Rivers. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Rivers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
He don't want it. Watch the safety creep.
Back to the ground now with Gordon. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 11 yards there, first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Switch up, switch up. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. Great.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 2nd down coming up. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
No, check that. We got Mike 52 right here.
Cam's going to run the option right. Pitches to McCaffrey. Desmond King making the tackle.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
20.
3rd and long. It's Newton. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James. A sack from his safety position.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
On the return, it's King. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Rivers on first down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And oh, what a catch there by Allen. A big pickup of 38.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover one. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Again, Gordon on second and goal. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Throwing Rivers. Escaping the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Brian Burns in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd and 9, Newton got a man complete. It's Chris Hogan. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Give them 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. We'll be okay? Blitz coming, and down he goes. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Another try after the first down sack. Newton. It's complete downfield out left to his running back. A big play there for the Panthers. 45 yards.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 57's the mic. Gun. Here we go. 57. 20. 57. Right here, right here.
From the red zone now, Newton. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Panthers have taken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, it's tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10.
Don't get nervous.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. Henry's got it out on the left side. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half. There goes Melvin Gordon, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers are an extra point away from moving out in front. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Carolina getting set to take the field. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy who's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there. And in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
We got 3.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Here's Michael Pilardi now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's King. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
54. I got one.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the Auburn alum, Artis Payne. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Cam's going to run the option right.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
And it's 3rd down.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down.
Gun.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Set, 180. 59. Hey, tight.
They'll run on 1st down. Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. The 1st down throw here for Rivers. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. K1 short. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He's got a man open. That's Allen. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Might want to remember that 3rd down play. 37 yards.
Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. It was Eric Reed in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, Those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, here we go.
To throw is Rivers. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They go play action here on 1st down. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
20. 52.
Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Newton on 1st down. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st down, it's Newton. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he'll go down at the 28. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Newton. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Second and 10, Newton again. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. A shotgun snap for Newton. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Joey Bosa able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Gun. Here we go again. At 58, 20.
Newton now to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Good coverage that time by Derwin James. Back-to-back great plays defensively. You get the sack on 1st and goal. A great job in coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at 3rd and goal from further back than when they started.
And the really good play callers look ahead and down and distance sequence. Now he's got to backtrack a little bit and go maybe off his play sheet to try and dial something up here.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now it's Newton. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. He's got a 1st down past the 30. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Retains possession.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Let's go. You tighten up. Hey.
Here's McCaffrey.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
On 2nd and very short, Newton is going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Gano the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Chargers 17. Wham, Gano.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. This is Gordon. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage. And we're definitely getting towards the point of the game where not getting a lot of yards is secondary to keeping the clock moving. I mean, to me, that's a double win defensively. Short gain and some more time off the clock.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. It's complete right side to Benjamin. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. The Chargers go here. It's Rivers. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Guys, game situation. Let's go.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But
and he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Taking it in from the 20, and the Panthers add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Now Newton will bring the Panthers up to go for 2. Out of the gun, Newton. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Play action now. Rivers. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there for L.A. And even 50 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Man open left side, it's Williams. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Rivers sets up the screen to Gordon. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 15 yards on the play, first down. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone, and he gave it to him. 15 big yards.
First down, Panthers.
Mike, what's that? 180? I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
That'll do it for us.